Cheap electric cars from China. 8 new EVs with range and price. EVs offering comfort and quality for just under $30,000. Sounds like a dream, right? Tesla may be leading the global EV game right now, but they have yet to release any budget-friendly options under the $30,000 price tag. Rather, it's the Chinese EV companies that are leading the race in this segment. A lot of folks worldwide can't splurge on EVs, so China's car makers are pouring money into EV tech to keep up in this budget-friendly booming scene. As Ford CEO Jim Farley said, average people cannot afford these vehicles, and we have a lot of work to do to make them more affordable. Take Tesla, which has a 9% market share, and BYD, rocking a massive 35% in China with its wide variety of price ranges to suit all potential buyers. Looking for the quality electric vehicle rides in China which are budget-friendly at the same time? Well, this video will help you find the 8 cheapest Chinese EVs with all the juicy details, each with its own charm so you can find the perfect match for your vibe. Starting at number 8, BYD Song Plus. At the top of our list, the BYD Song Plus is part of BYD's compact crossover utility vehicle series and has been turning heads since it hit the market in September of 2020. Priced at $27,500, it's not only competitive in terms of cost, but also packed with features that make it a top choice. One of its most impressive specs is its range, boasting a whopping 505 kilometers on a single charge. And it's no slowpoke either, with a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. Under the hood, you'll find a 71.7 kilowatt-hour battery, and you'll be able to charge it from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes. That means minimal downtime when you're on the move. No wonder it's making waves in the Chinese electric vehicle market. Number 7. BYD Quin Plus. You must have heard about the BYD Quin Plus, right? It's been turning heads in the Chinese EV scene since its debut in 2021. This car offers 3 different versions to choose from. These versions vary in range, giving you options of 420 kilometers, 510 kilometers, and 610 kilometers on a single charge. And guess what? The prices are quite appealing too, starting at $18,900 and going up to $25,700. If we talk about the power, the Quin Plus comes with both plug-in hybrid and pure electric models. The battery sizes differ, with the plug-in hybrids having 8.32 kilowatt-hours or 18.32 kilowatt-hours, and the pure EV rocking a 48 kilowatt-hour battery. This means you can pick at the level of power and efficiency that suits your needs. Power output ranges from 100 kilowatts to 150 kilowatts, and torque goes from 180 newton meters to 250 newton meters, depending on the variant. The 610 kilometer model can zoom from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 3.8 seconds, which is pretty impressive. But what really sets the Quin Plus apart is its smart pricing. It's making electric mobility affordable and attractive to more folks in China, and that's a big part of why BYD has grabbed a 35% market share in the country's growing EV market. Number 6. GAC Ion Y. Our next entry is the GAC Ion Y, a compact electric SUV that GAC introduced in 2021 under their Ion brand. This one's gaining popularity fast in China, and it's known for being quite versatile. Starting at $17,200, it offers 3 battery options: 60 kilowatt-hours, 70 kilowatt-hours, and 80 kilowatt-hours. The cool thing is, no matter which battery you go for, they all promise a range of 410 kilometers. The 60 kilowatt-hour battery gives you 101 kilowatts of power, while the 70 kilowatt-hour and 80 kilowatt-hour ones pump out 137 kilowatts. All of them have a peak torque of 350 newton meters. Now, China's electric vehicle market is huge, with big players like Tesla and BYD, but newcomers like GAC's Ion are proving that they've got something unique to offer. Number 5. MG EZS. The MG EZS might not be delivering the same old British roadster excitement it used to, but it's still doing quite well under Chinese ownership. One of their gems is the EZS, an all-electric version of the ZS, and it's got a lot going for it, especially in the affordability department, at least in China. For about $16,650, you can roll in style in one of these beauties. This subcompact crossover looks slick inside and out, and the deal gets even sweeter when you pop the hood. It's got a 72.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack that can take you up to 273 miles or 440 kilometers on a single charge. According to the WLTP combined cycle, it packs a single electric motor up front, delivering 148 horsepower or 110 kilowatts of power. Now, here's the catch. It's not just a China-exclusive ride. You can also find it in Europe, Australia, and India. In Australia, it's quite budget-friendly at around $24,000 AUD, but in Europe, it's a bit pricier, coming in at 31,000 euros. And India is not far off either, starting at roughly $28,500 when converted to US dollars. Number 4. Baoan UI. Let's move on to the Baoan UI, a fresh new ride that hit the scene just a couple of months ago. It's a budget-friendly option at around $10,750 to $12,570, depending on the specs you go for. But don't let the price fool you, it's got a lot going for it. First off, check out its style. It's got some serious Suzuki Jimny vibes, with that boxy shape and decent ground clearance. We're betting they'll offer a four-wheel drive version down the road, but for now, it rocks a single electric motor in the rear, pushing out a respectable 50 kilowatts of power, which is pretty good given its size. That's not all, there's a 28.1 kilowatt-hour battery tucked away under the floor. The manufacturer claims you can go about 188 miles or 303 kilometers on a single charge. And it's not just about what's under the hood. Inside is surprisingly nice. You'll find an elegant dashboard, some big screens, and a solid selection of materials, all of which are pretty impressive for a ride in this price range. Number 3. Fang EV Ex1 Pro. So there's this cool EV from Dongfeng called EV Ex1 Pro, and it's already trending in China. They're aiming it at the small SUV market, and as of 2022, it's priced at around 55,700 RMB, which is roughly $7,800. It's their way of jumping into the fast-growing world of electric vehicles in China. One thing that stands out is how affordable it is. They've also upgraded it from the previous version, giving it a longer range of 331 kilometers. Now, when we talk specs, people often compare it to the Dacia Spring, a budget EV in Europe. Both have a 33 kilowatt or 45 horsepower electric motor. Though we couldn't find the exact battery size for the EV Ex1 Pro, its cousin, the Dongfeng Nano Box, has a 27.2 kilowatt-hour battery, which might be similar. And here's the interesting part. Dongfeng is teaming up with Renault and other global automakers to share tech and production facilities in China. That's how they're making these budget-friendly EVs like the EV Ex1 Pro, which you can even find on Alibaba for around $8,600 to $9,600. Number 2. BWS3 Yonba. Now we'll introduce the BWS3 Yonba, which hit the scene in 2022 as one of the most budget-friendly electric cars you can snag in China. This tiny hatchback packs a punch. It's compact, easy to handle, and super nimble on the road. Plus, it's got the looks. Under the hood, you'll find a 9.6 kilowatt-hour battery that gives you up to 75 miles or 120 kilometers of range. Do you need more? They've got an option with a 13.6 kilowatt battery that stretches the range to 105 miles, or 170 kilometers. Both versions come with a 20 kilowatt electric motor, which, considering its size, delivers decent performance and a top speed of 62 miles per hour, or 100 kilometers an hour. Now, the interior is pretty sleek too. It's got a clean and simple layout, but what really catches the eye is its huge panel with two big screens, one for all your important car data and the other for infotainment stuff, just like the fancy premium cars. The price tag? Well, it's a steal at around $4,710. That makes it one of the most affordable electric cars you can find in China. Let's check out our final choice, the Wuling Hongguang Mini EV, a tiny but mighty EV introduced in 2020 through the SAIC GM Wuling joint venture. This little car can comfortably fit 4 people, which is pretty practical for city commuting. And don't underestimate it for its size. It's got a unique design that makes it stand out in the EV crowd. The best part? It won't break the bank. You can drive one home for an estimated $4,100. Now that's quite the affordable ticket to electric mobility, with a range of 280 kilometers, a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour, a 26.5 kilowatt-hour battery, and a peak power of 30 kilowatts. It's a great choice for city dwellers who want to efficiently travel without breaking the bank. The Wuling Hongguang Mini EV is proof that you don't need a big budget for a slice of the electric vehicle pie, especially in bustling cities where space and cost are big concerns. To really get the world to move to EVs, price range is often one of the barriers EV makers must first overcome. As Mary Barra from GM once said, to really get to 30, 40, 50% EVs being sold, you have to appeal to people that are in that $30,000 to $35,000 price range, or lower. So before we wrap up, we would love to hear from you. Which Chinese EVs impressed you the most in terms of range and price? Are you considering switching to an electric vehicle in the near future? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the world of electric mobility. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.